According to the American Academy of Dermatology, it's common to lose 50 to 100 hairs per day. But what causes thinning hair? Today on Living Local, we welcome back our favorite hairstylist, Brandon Hunt from the Bee Hunt Effect Style Studio, to tell us what causes thinning hair and how we can make our hair look fuller and healthier. Good morning. It's great to see you as always.
Good morning. Yes, good to be back as always.
So, Brandon, let's start out with what causes thinning hair.
Well, there are a number of things that causes thinning hair. The number one cause of thinning hair is usually hereditary issues like alopecia, and those of course are out of your control. They are usually genetic, and it's just one of those natural things that happens. Now you have hormonal changes that can cause hair loss as well, like stress and also post-pregnancy. You have medical conditions, sometimes like thyroid issues, and medications as well. Sometimes like blood pressure medication can cause the hair to thin. And then you have just normal aging, which a lot of us experience thinning just with our normal aging. As we get older, the hair begins to thin a little.
And that's men and women that experience that, right? It's not, I mean, I hear more women that have thinning hair issues than men. Men, I just think most time just go bald, but.
Right. And it's actually hair loss. Hair loss is actually more common in men, but hair thinning is more common in women.
There you go. All right. What about lifestyle, like what you do to your hair in terms of over treating your hair or how you wear your hair or what you put in your hair? Can that attribute to thinning hair?
Absolutely, and it's important that you mentioned that, because a lot of times, sometimes we like styles that we don't realize require a lot of tension and pulling. Sometimes the updos and sometimes adding hair extensions. Also, those you're using a lot of tension, so that naturally causes hair loss. And then also excessive use of heat chemicals like your blow dryers and your curling irons, and then also chemicals like relaxers and colors. Sometimes people are not allowing that amount of time between each use, and when used excessively, it causes a lot of thinning and hair and potential hair loss as well.
Can you overdo it when it comes to like those extreme hairsprays or gels? Can that contribute to thinning hair?
Sometimes they can, because you have some of those extreme hold gels that when left on the hair over a prolonged period of time, you know, the alcohol content can cause thinning as well.
Gotcha. Okay, let's talk about ways that, or if there are ways that we can help or do things at home. Any home remedies that folks can do to help combat their thinning hair?
Right. Like we mentioned, like scalp massaging could potentially help it to not get worse, or to stop the progression of the hair thinning. But when styling the hair, I would recommend kind of teasing the hair sometimes to create volume. There are also volumizing sprays that we can use that actually add memory to the hair, and they actually go and add fluff, kind of like a filler almost, to create fullness as well. And another recommendation is, if your hair is long and thinner, I would actually suggest maybe styling the hair up in an up style, or potentially cutting the hair shorter, because sometimes longer hair, when it's thinner, if you cut it, it creates thicker, fuller hair and the illusion of fuller hair.
I was just about to say, are there any don'ts? Because I think sometimes people overcorrect and can make it look worse. Or anything that you say, like that you've seen in your experience, that just isn't a good idea, that you shouldn't do to try to give the appearance of volume or thicker?
You know, I would say one that I noticed, it's so common. A lot of women make the mistake of doing this with thinning hair, but you don't want to overuse the shine products and the oils. A lot of oils and shine products, they just weigh the hair down. So when the hair is thinner, you want to use as less oil and shine product as possible, and use more of your volumizing products to create the fullness. But that oil, it just weighs the hair down and it makes it look even more thin.
Okay, so don't do that. All right, but might want to consult with your hairstylist and maybe look to do a haircut to give the illusion of fuller, more healthier hair if you have longer hair. All right, well, of course, there's always essential oils or anti-thinning shampoo or multivitamins, but if you really have a true serious issue of thinning hair, certainly you should probably consult your doctor and get some medical attention, because at some point home remedies may not be the ticket, and hairstylists can do but only so much. So in some cases, if it's extreme, see your doctor.
Right. And you want to make sure you're treating the right condition. The dermatologist can help diagnose the correct condition so that you are using the proper styling methods and shampoos and products and that type of thing.
Perfect. All right. Well, very helpful conversation this morning. Brandon, as always, we just appreciate your expert advice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.